Hi guys, my name is Lauren and I like to make things. In today's video, this is a little bit of a project vlog. Specifically, I want to make one thing. I would like to make my dad a hat for Father's Day using the yarn that I spun from my first ever fleece. I have, how much do I have of this actually? Okay. I have a total of 285 meters and I need approximately 200. So this is perfect. I have a hat in mind. So he prefers the fisherman's short hat. I don't know why this is my go-to for hat. The short style hat. I have made him a hat before. He did not specify that he likes the small hat. So he put it in a washing machine and felted it, and it was probably the right size for a newborn baby. So, fuming about that still, by the way. So this time I am going to make the hat that he wants without any of his DIY ruining it. And he will be receiving the first project made using my first ever handspun from fleece. So I don't know, that feels really special to me for a Father's Day present. So I have chosen a pattern. I've chosen a pattern. I am going to be making Dylan's beanie, and that is by Woolly Wormhead on Ravelry. Ta-da! This is as close as I could get to the shorts type of hat with the weight yarn that I have available. I was also tempted by the 2x2 hat by Anne Gagnon? I don't know how to pronounce that. But I don't really love the crisscross as well as the rib style. And then everything else that I have is too big of a project, or too big of a hat, I mean. If I had the DK weight like I originally wanted, which I don't think I'm actually going to be able to spin in time to make and gift, then my options would be much greater. So this is what he's getting. I need to start by downloading the pattern. It is a free pattern at library, cast on project. Let's do that whilst we're here. I have my laptop. I don't know if I've mentioned that already. It is Knit One Purl One the entire way, which does upset me slightly because I'm just not really a fan of rib in any capacity. Okay, here we go. So I need 4mm DPNs or circular or size needed to obtain gauge. I'm not gauge swatching for a hat, to be honest. I really don't see what the need is for that. And I'm going to use my ChiaoGoo Shorties. I need my 4mm needles. Got those. Do I start at this bit or do I start at this bit? Let's see. I'm going to make the biggest size. You start at the crown, that's annoying. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this with those needles. Do I have 4mm DPNs? Am I about to ruin everything? Let's have a look. I'm in shock. I actually have 4mm DPNs. I have a set of 4, which I think is good enough. Let's wind some yarn. I do use something just to protect this because the teeth on there are a little bit aggressive and it is marking the surface. Now I got that wound on there. I'm going to start by winding the first skein that I made. I think that makes the most sense. Now I have to cast on 6 stitches. So I have not used DP in such a long time. So what I'm doing is casting on all 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have all 6 stitches cast on. And I'm going to split them so I have 2 per needle. Which means I'm going to slip 4 onto that one. Do. And then slip 2 onto this one. Oh, guys, I hate DPNs. So, to make this, I need to KB and PF means knit into the back of the next stitch, then purl into the front of it. If you find this increase a little tight, you could try knitting into the front and purling into the back. So, knit into the back, move the yarn to the front, purl into the front, and pop that off. So now, one stitch has become 3.
Stupid!
What the hell am I saying? One stitch has become 2. Okay. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, this is so fiddly. I'm gonna start again. These have been tangled and twisted, and it just doesn't make sense. Let's start over. So I have my loop. I'm going to cast on. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that needle has 2, and then this one, I want to split these in half and go 1, 2, just like that. And now we can begin again. I feel like I've forgotten how DPNs work. That's how long it's been. Am I supposed to use a 4th needle? I think I'm supposed to be using a 4th needle. But then how do I join in the round if I use a 4th needle? Guys, what do I do? Okay. Let's start this. This makes me look like I've never knit in my life. Okay. I have my 4th needle. Oh my god, this is so fiddly. Knit into the back, move my yarn to the front, purl into the front, move my yarn to the back, and go again. Knit into the back, move my yarn to the front, and purl into the front. I did not pick up the purl. Purl, just like that. Okay. Oh my god, this is like crazy fiddly. I'm gonna try and set you up so that you can like see what I'm doing with my hands, because this is mental. This is what we're kind of working with here. So now I need this needle. Right, knit into the back, pull that through, move my yarn to the front, and purl into there, and take her off. And again, I can't believe that I've spent this long on step 1. Knit. I didn't move my yarn. purl into the front. Done. Okay. My beginning of round marker just fell off. Why did I think that that wouldn't happen? How do I attach my beginning of round? Again. Oh my god, I did it. I completed my first round. This sucks. This sucks so bad. I cannot flipping wait. I don't know what I've just yanked on there. To put this onto normal circular needles. Okay, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a few rounds done of this. I'm gonna give you some charge, and then I'm gonna come back when I have a decent update, and hopefully this will be easier and look more like it's supposed to. My manager is bullying me. You're making me embarrassed. I've been knitting for the last couple of hours and I have completed the crown portion. I am now ready to move over to my circular needles, thank God. I don't like deep ends. If you can manage to get through the first 3 rows, this is actually really easy. Stop!
What?
You're staring, you're making me uncomfortable. The pattern instructions are really straight to the point and they are very easy to understand. I don't think I've ever knit a free pattern before, and what has always really put me off is that they'll advertise saying that they don't give any help for free patterns, and that immediately makes me think that their patterns don't make any sense and they will take 0 responsibility for it, but that has not been the case at all. I think, yeah, like I said, if you've got the patience to make it through the first 3 rows, this is just easy peasy. And from this point, it is just knit 1 purl 1 until it's as long or as short as you want it to be. So I am going to continue working on this. I think I'm going to be finished a lot sooner than I originally thought that I might, which is ideal because I have to give this to my dad next Sunday. So I think this could probably be done in like a day or two. You're not my dad. I have another update for you. It's been 1, 2, 3, today is the 4th day, I think, since I've started this pattern project. And you're gonna have to forgive that the needle is a bit too small. This is where we are at so far, and you can see that it's quite cinched in. I have ordered the cable that's the next size up from this one. It just hasn't arrived yet. I am being a little bit lazy. I could very easily put this onto something else just to try it on, and you know what? I kind of need to. I think I'm going to do that with you now. But just quickly, I've been placing stitch markers to keep track of how much I'm like knitting per day. I just, for no reason really, I just thought that it would be cool. So we can see that up until this green marker, that was day 1. So that was when I cast on and completed the crown. And then I started the knit 1 purl 1 for the body of the hat. And then I have from day 1 to day 2, I knit 3 rows maybe, which really isn't very much. But my wrist was starting to get really sore. It's still a bit sore now, actually. I think it's a combination of extreme fleece combing and I think I'm sleeping with it like bent underneath my head. So I didn't get very much done on day 2. And then we have from the silver to this kind of reddish marker. I did quite a bit yesterday. I'm pretty happy with my progress yesterday. It's made quite a big difference, I think. And then today I've only done like 1 row so far. But I need to try it on, obviously, because I need to know how far I'm knitting. And I'm just trying to... Here. So I have a mega 30-inch cable, which is obviously too big to knit the hat on. But I'm just going to put the stitches onto this now because it is big enough to put it around my head to try it on. This cable is for my willow shawl, which I'm going to cast on after I finish this hat. So I'm not even going to bother putting a needle on there. I'm just going to slip the stitches straight onto it. Is this going to be annoying? No, it's not enough stitches for it to be too bad. I'm just going to slip. Should I zoom you in? Let's zoom you. How is that? That's better, isn't it? Gosh. Still figuring all this filming stuff out, but it's been so much fun. At the time of filming, there are 26 of you on YouTube here with me, which is pretty crazy. When I think I compare it to like in school, there's, I don't know, what, 30 kids per class, roughly. When I think of it like that, there is no way in hell that I would be stood up in front of that amount of people, like, talking. It's just terrifying. But for some reason, well, I say for some reason, obviously it's different when you're kind of talking to yourself in your room, talking about a thing that you love. It's different. But no, if you were all stood in front of me right now, no chance. And I was actually talking to my boyfriend the other day. So a month and like 2 days ago, I was just celebrating 100 followers on TikTok. And today, I think I'm like 15 followers off 300, which is just mental. And actually, whilst we're on the topic of TikTok, I post on TikTok. I try to post on TikTok every single day, at least just one video every single day, which is usually like little updates of the things that I talk about in my YouTube videos and stuff like that. So if you are interested, you can find me on TikTok at Knit with Lauren. It is good fun over there. I just posted a video about this hat and my boyfriend tried to explain what it was I was doing, and that was fun. And I know that he enjoyed being part of it. Today, I actually didn't post anything. Was it yesterday? Or maybe today? I can't remember. So I need to film something for TikTok. But I haven't been feeling very well, so I haven't really thought about what it is that I would like to post. I'm nearly there. I probably didn't have to take them all off. I probably could have left half of these on the needle. But I've done it now. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All of my stitches are, where are you? Are on this. Now I'm just going to pull them through so that I can stretch it. Oh, it just looks like a little baby bucket, huh? This looks very small. Okay. Let's bring you, I can't get this right. Let's just do that. Okay. This is looking very small.
Bruh.
Okay. I obviously have a bit more to go, don't you think? So sorry, I'm looking down because my phone is connected and I can see a little bit better. Looking, I want it to kind of, it's like almost right. If we imagine that there was like, it was like folded up like this, it's almost right. So I think if I want it to sit like this, right? Maybe like that. What is that? Maybe 4 inches? Watch me get this wrong live. Okay. I look ridiculous. Ooh. I'm not a hat person. I don't think that they suit me. So you have to forgive what you just witnessed there. Right. Okay. Now I am going to knit this back onto my smaller circulars and I'm going to continue knitting. Now, when I'm a couple inches further into this, I will come back and I will show you guys where we're at, and yes, I will be trying it on again and hopefully it won't look as bad as it did just then. Hi guys, I have another update, obviously. I think that I have knit enough to start focusing on the brim portion. I think that this is enough, like, body. I'm pretty sure, I think that this is, like, are they called fisherman's hats? I don't know. But I think that this is long enough. And then I also have to consider, sorry, I don't know if I just got really loud for you then. I'm just trying to be quick about this. I also have to consider the fold portion here. Obviously, I'm going to lose a little bit, but I think that's like kind of like a non-amount. So what I want to do, I think, is, see, my screen is so small. I think that I want to knit to this like darker line that I have coming across here. I don't want to make it like a really thick one, but it has to be big enough, obviously, that it doesn't just flip down, right? I probably look absolutely ridiculous right now. But this is where we're at. It actually kind of like sits on my head instead of like feeling like it's just placed on top of my head like the last time I saw you. So yes, I have, how much is that? Is that an inch? Maybe. I have that amount left, and then I will come back. I did it. I finished the hat. It is, what time are we? 11 o'clock at night, and I am giving this hat to my dad tomorrow. I thought that this would be quicker than it was, and that is definitely because it is a rib pattern. It always takes me longer than I think it will. But still, I finished this hat in a week, which I think is fantastic. This is kind of how I imagine he will wear it. I did just like a standard like knit one per one cast off, just like a knit cast off, is that what it's called? It is a little bit tight, but I think it's going to be fine. I didn't really have it in me to do an Italian bind off or anything like that. I also don't think that this needs that. It is warm. It is I don't need that one either. I hope that sounds better now. Sorry about that. It is a very warm hat. So he's not going to be able to wear this for quite a while, but that's fine because now at least he has it for when he does want it. And that is what is most important. I really like the pattern that I chose. It is a free pattern. It is linked down below. The instructions are so easy to follow. You only basically have to pay attention to it for the crown portion, and then everything else is just knit one by one until it's as long as you want it to be. The yarn was so much fun to work with. It says that you need like 200 meters. I used half that. This is how much I have left of the first skein, and I wound 2. So I caked up 2. So I'm gonna like rewind these, I think, and put them back in storage for the next project. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I definitely struggled at the start. There was a lot that I cut out. It took me several tries to get that first round going. So be aware, unless I'm just silly, be aware that you may have the same struggles that I did. And my next project is going to be the willow shawl. And I think that I am going to make a video for that one too. If you've enjoyed this video, I have a couple more like it up already. I am trying to post 1 video per week, so please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Tour de Fleece is coming up, and I am planning to film a lot of content for that. So that's potentially 4 videos worth. Okay, I need to go to bed. Bye!